There are many elements of our history and of our current political economy which militate against peace. This morning I wish to tell you that the Ministry of Education is hoping to advance and to broaden its entire focus on behavioral change in our schools. And an essential partner for this exercise will be the PALS movement. I am of the view that the earlier we inculcate the habits of peace, of good relationships, of comity, the more likely they are to become embedded in the DNA, if I can mix my metaphors, of the young people. We must do it right the first time. And therefore, it is extremely important that we should emphasize the inculcation of these values at the earliest stage of our children's education. And the few hours a day that children are in school, no matter what the wit and acumen of their teachers, no matter how replete the information and how attractive the blurbs and jingles that PALS may put out in similar programs, are likely to be ineffective unless we realize that there is a larger context, and that context is not impervious of our influence, but is in fact by default or by commission the architecture of our own creation. I believe it is time for us to understand that we have to devise the mechanisms at our disposal and to skew them in favor of positive cultural change. And this is not to deny that many instances of this are happening daily, and perhaps in all of our various media of social communication. But surely you will agree with me this morning on Peace Day that we need to do much more of this. And it does not mean suppressing the truth of the violence that took place yesterday or the day before, or in many other instances, all too chronic in our society. But it does mean that we have a focus towards fostering good relationships, towards exposing to people the kind of influences that will encourage peace, suppress anger, and acquaint them with the mechanisms and the advantage of conflict resolution. And I'm hoping that this updated resolve will have new bite and new force as we go ahead. I hope that the powerful elements of the mass media and indeed of the state will come together to chart a new course, a renewed emphasis on social values, the values of wholesome relationships, of peaceful resolution, the spiritual virtue of forgiveness and reconciliation. Yes. That we will print the literature, that we will sing the songs, that we will show the images and tell the stories that can lead us to a brighter future. I believe that these general thoughts can be translated into very specific actions. All I can do is to pledge the Ministry of Education towards that task as partners and collaborators with all of you. Let us celebrate Peace Day 2012. Let us resolve that the sentiments and noble thoughts of this gathering will extend to the entire Jamaica, and that we will look forward indeed to the vision of peace and of unity, not only in schools, but in all our relationships as we go forward. Thank you very much.